Imagine being on a wait list for an organ, and the doctors come in and tell you that the only chance you have is getting an organ from a pig. Would you take it? In previous years, this question would have never been asked, but in recent medicine, they have figured out ways to genetically modify organs from animals to be suitable for the human body, and this is called xenotransplantation. Xenotransplantation has been around for several years, but with that comes a lot of research in how to make an organ function from an animal to a human, how the organ needs to be suitable for the human, and the process of whether it will work at all in the human body. All this research has been building up over the years to limit the amount of shortage of organs across the world. With it finally coming into play in a functioning human body, it could completely change the world of medicine. Xenotransplantation is the start of a new beginning in the world of organ transplants and can save millions of lives. Today we will discuss how xenotransplantation works, the benefits of it, and go through a few concerns of xenotransplantation. Scientists genetically modify the animal organs to make them suitable for humans. As explained by the Library of Medicine, the scientists use advanced gene editing techniques to change the DNA of the animal organs so that they are suitable for the immune system of the human body. After successfully modifying the organ, they transplant it into the human body, and to do that, they have to have a certified transplant surgeon, and along beside them is a general surgeon. While it is important to know how xenotransplantation works, it is also important to know the benefits of this process. Xenotransplantation would reduce the shortage of access to organs that are needed to save lives. As xenotransplantation is becoming more successful, it has already reduced the shortage of access to organs, but by mention by Truro College and University, if we could get xenotransplantation very successful, the shortage would decrease by a giant percentage. Also, according to Truro College and University, the organ from a healthy pig has just undergone anesthesia to collect the organ, while a human cadaver has been through death, which causes more risk, as that's because the pig has only been under anesthetic, not been through the process of death as a human has. So, although there are several benefits to xenotransplantation, it is important to understand some of the risks. As conducted by the National Kidney Foundation, there is always risk of infection when it comes to transplants. But receiving an organ from an animal does have higher risks because that organ may contain some of the animal-specific germs which human immune systems are not used to. Just like infection, there is always a risk of rejection due to several causing factors in transplants. But with animal transplants, humans are at higher risk due to animals being a different species and having different genetics, and that is also concluded by the National Kidney Foundation. As someone who is interested in becoming a transplant surgeon, it is very important to know about xenotransplantation. As there are risks to this procedure, there are also risks to human transplants, and those risks people must accept. But I will ask you to focus more on the benefits of xenotransplantation. It can change the world of medicine completely. Providing a significant decrease in the shortage of organs would be a game changer for several suffering patients and for the medical field. As xenotransplantation is complex, the intense study and research being put into it over the course of several years is starting to pay off and already shows a decrease in shortage of organs. Xenotransplantation is something so amazing, and I am so glad I got to share with you today something that I hope to be a part of my future. Thank you.